What's up? In this video you're about to see, I was at this pond and I actually fish it. I mean, I know this pond pretty well, but I was going for specific because it was more of a hey, let's have a fish fry kind of day. So I took a light rod, a light setup because we were just pretty much going for panfish, you know, crappie, stuff like that. Bluegill, crappie, my two favorite. There's also different fish in this pond, but the bass that's in it, I'm just catch and release on the bass. And as you'll see in the video, there's catfish in this pond too. Wasn't expecting to catch catfish, but I like eating them, so we seen there they were, and even on the light setup that I had, I rigged it up and luckily I had some catfish bait with me, and we ended up pulling in a catfish. So it's pretty interesting. You never know, you know, what you're gonna come up against. And you know, even if you don't have, like, if you're like me and don't have a lot of money to put into 15 different setups for 15 different types of bait or 15 different species, you can always, even if you've got one pole and that's all you can afford or whatever, or if you're just new and don't really know, I mean, you can always use different setups for different fish, but you can also use the same setup for different species. As shown in this next video, I had a lightweight, there's a light rod, you know, small reel. I think I had 6 pound test on it, nothing crazy. It wasn't braid or anything crazy. I didn't even have a leader on it like I normally do with my catfish setups. It was just line to hook. I had a bobber on there, just kind of keep it suspended a little bit because this pond was pretty rough, but I had that bobber on there to keep it suspended a little bit. And but yeah, it's a short video because this is my first video that I'll be uploading to my channel, and like I'll probably go over it in the outro. Just, you know, this isn't strictly a fishing channel, or, you know, it's just hobbies that I enjoy, that I like to do, which like I'll mention in the apparently I have ghosts. I don't know if you heard that, but one of my doors just shut on their own. But yeah, pretty much just my hobbies, which fishing is a big one. I love to fish. I try to fish at least 2 to 3 times a week, but I work full time, so, you know, sometimes I may not fish at all that week. Sometimes it might be once, or sometimes I might get lucky, and if the weather permits, I'll fish 2, 3, 4 times a week. But also, what you'll see on this channel, I mean, I love to grill, love to cook. Usually on the weekends I'm on the grill, so just keep an eye out for videos such as that, and I'll give you all some insight as to what I use, techniques as far as fishing and even cooking. I mean, people do it differently, which I'm from Kentucky. I mean, I'm not like a typical, it's not going to be your Louisiana style Cajun kind of food, but I incorporate all kinds of different, you know, flavors and recipes and different things, you know, to spice it up, and just different ways of cooking different things. And fishing and cooking, you know, sometimes go hand in hand. So I figured what might start out as a fishing video, it could very well turn into a cooking video. So I mean, just things like that. And, you know, what might start out as a cooking video might lead into fishing. You know, my buddies are always over, and, you know, we're grilling out, cooking, drinking, having a good time, and sometimes it turns into going fishing. And, you know, I'm more of a, you know, fly by the seat of my pants kind of guy, and that's how I've always been. So you never know what you're going to get in my videos. Some of my content, you know, might not be. How do I word this? Sometimes I don't choose my words wisely, and might be a little language in my videos, but nothing too out of sorts. I'm just like it says on my bio, I'm a small town kid, just small town kid that has different hobbies, and I'm just looking to, video that stuff, that I'm into, and maybe one day I can look back at all my videos that I've shot and recorded and edited and be like, hey, I had a good time that day, or me and my buddies might be sitting around one day and, hey, I had a good time. We had a pretty good time that day. That was some good food, or we caught some good fish that day, or whatever it was. I'm big into sports, so there might be we might have a sports related video and stuff like that, or I try to go to the beach, once, twice a year, so there might be some different types of fishing. I've been deep sea fishing, pond fishing. My buddies have boats. Every now and then I'll get out on the boat, so you might see some of that kind of content. Creeks, I love wade fishing, especially during the summer when it's hot. Nothing like wading through the water to cool you off. So, like I said, just if you watch the videos and you like them, hit that like button, subscribe. If you have any questions or even any input, I'm always up to try new baits, new spots. If you know any spots around the Kentucky area, central eastern Kentucky area, that maybe I haven't tried or maybe I've never been to, and you have, just tag me in it, or comment where it's at, or what the pond, lake, whatever it might be. Comment what it is, and I'll hit it up and try to get a video on it, or something like that. But yeah, like, subscribe, comment, and hopefully I can get some more content out, and hopefully I can keep it going, God willing. So yeah, let's get right into this video. It's pretty good. There it is.
Yeah, he's a good size.
Did you get him?
Oh God, you barely got a hold of him. Here, hold this. I don't know how else to get a hold of him out. Can you grab him in the mouth?
Huh?
Can you grab him in the mouth?
Oh, I don't know. Grab him by the back of the tail there and pull him up. Just don't let him get his. You alright?
Yeah. If I can get a hold of him, I'll be alright.
That's oh yeah, that's pretty good size. That'd be good eating. So, as you can tell, in that last video, I was not prepared to catch that catfish. That was not what I was fishing for, or well, that's not what I started fishing for, but I knew they were in there, and we weren't having any luck on any other species, so I went for it, and ended up bringing one in. Me and my buddy, actually me and my cousin, he helped me out. He was also in the video. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting catch. As you saw, my rod and reel setup, it was a light setup for that kind of fish, but it wasn't a giant. I mean, it was just a decent sized cat for a pond. I know a lot of you don't like pond cats, but I mean, I've always enjoyed them. But yeah, like I was saying, even though you might not have the right setup, I mean, you can catch whatever you want on about anything, honestly. I think I had 6 pound test on that reel, and I still brought in probably 10, 12 pound catfish. I mean, nothing gigantic. I mean, obviously, if you're going for 50 pounders, yeah, you're gonna want to go with a little bit bigger setup. But luckily, I didn't snag a 50 pounder because I would have never got it in. Then I would have just been really upset. So, but yeah, pretty much this is my first upload, so just bear with me. I know the quality is not the best. It'll be I'll put it in the description, or I'll just say right here, and I'll probably put it in the description as well. I'm probably gonna invest into some better equipment as far as cameras and editing software and stuff like that, because I've been watching a lot of other YouTubers, mainly fishing videos, just because I'm still learning. I mean, I've been fishing for a long time, but I still learn new things every day. And this channel's not so much just fishing. It's just mainly my hobbies in general: fishing, cooking. I enjoy frog gigging. I may try to put up a frog video, gigging some frogs, stuff like that. Different types of fishing, catfishing, bass fishing, crappie, bluegill, creek fishing, wading, and I'll give you all some tips and stuff on how to go about different types of species, different bodies of water, different depths, different currents, different winds, different temperatures, different grass, weeds, rocks, whatever it may be. But yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment. If you have suggestions, if sorry about the content, if it's shaky, but yeah, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, tips, if you want me to try different baits, stuff like that. And in my upcoming videos, I may do some cooking videos, tutorials and stuff. When I do those, which I'll mention it then, but when I do those, I mean, y'all can comment, different recipes, stuff, suggestions, anything to do with any of my videos. I mean, I'm always up for some critiquing. I guess that's the correct word. And it's always good to have those critics, that way you can learn. Like I said, I learn new stuff every day. By no means am I a bass master or anything of the sorts. So yeah, just bear with me, and hopefully in the near future I'll have some better equipment, better editing software, give you all better content. But for right now, this is what I got to work with. And I'm going to try to keep it as interesting as I can, as entertaining, as exciting as I can. I'm going to try to keep this a little bit shorter next time. I know this video is kind of long, but try to keep it a little shorter next time. I know it gets boring, but this is just my first video, so I'm just trying to give you all a little insight into what's to come. So that's why it's a little bit longer. But yeah, stay tuned for different types of videos, tutorials, different baits, different setups, different rigs, stuff like that. Different types of videos, cooking, frog gigging, whatever I do. It's just mainly a channel and videos of my hobbies. But yeah, just subscribe, like, share with your friends, whatever. But that's about all I've got. Thanks for watching. Keep watching. But that's all I've got today, guys. Grubson y'all out.